Tell me the story, which is an interesting story, of who Erin Brockovich is.
Answering this question is the most challenging part of having made this movie, because it's very complex. It's really on the 2 + 2 = 4 one-liner is, it's a single mother of 3, unemployed, cannot catch a break with a net. You know, it's just really struggling.
Can't get a job. Cannot
get anything. And she gets into a car accident, hires a lawyer, Ed Masry, played geniusly by Albert Finney, and they go to trial, don't win, and she's so disheartened now that she basically goes to him and sort of demands/begs for a job.
Yeah.
And
demands
it's within,
first and then begs.
Yeah, it's within that law office environment that she stumbles upon things that she doesn't understand, and in really pursuing and researching and being very diligent at her job, which no one thinks that she is, uncovers water contamination in a town called Hinckley by Pacific Gas and Electric.
Which is doing terrible things to the children of the residents.
It's making everybody sick. Yeah.
Right, making everybody sick. The interesting thing about this to me is that I asked friends before I saw the movie, is this another Roberts romantic comedy? They said no. I said, is it a drama? They said, well, yes, in the end especially. But is it a comedy? They said, well, yeah, there's some great lines here. So it's all of those things. It is in part a romantic comedy, but not a light romantic comedy like Notting Hill.
Well, it just has a little bit of everything.
Yeah, but what attracted you to the character? Was it just, this is a ball-busting woman that I could learn to love?
Yeah, I just thought you could just tear this up, you know? It's the attitude.
Wait a minute. What, you can tear this up, meaning that this is stuff I can get into and really make something. I can have fun with it.
Well, there's so much to play. There's the mother to play. There's the activist to play. There's the, office worker to play. There's the girlfriend to play. There's the wardrobe to play. There's this language to play.
We're going to see the wardrobe in just the next clip. Is it part you too? I mean, do you see a little bit of saying, I know you're interpreting a character, and I know blah, 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 blah. But is there part of you that you saw, I mean, I like this woman so much because I see some of myself in her. Any of that?
Well, I would like to think that injustice bothers me as much as it bothers her. I don't know if I would have the courage or tenacity to pursue it so doggedly as she did. I would like to think that if I was put in this situation that I would, but I don't know.
I love the fact that she had such confidence, even though, I mean, she went from this position of total vulnerability to, she walks in this law office and then she gets on this little thing. But even before she found this, even before she found her footing, even before she found traction within the firm, I mean, she had a little level of self-esteem, a level of something, confidence.
Bravado.
Bravado is what it is. That's exactly what it is. Roll tape, first scene, Albert Finney.
You're a girl.
Excuse me?
Why aren't you out to lunch with the girls? You're a girl.
I guess I'm not the right kind.
Look, now you may want to, now that you're working here, you may want to rethink your wardrobe a little.
Why is that?
Well, I think some of the girls are a little uncomfortable because of what you wear.
Is that so? Well, it just so happens I think I look nice. And as long as I have one ass instead of 2, I'll wear what I like, if that's all right with you. You might want to rethink those ties.
Now, that line was there. That wasn't your ad-lib line, was it?
No, it was there.
Yeah. Now, I thought we would see, though, is a skirt. I mean, Erin wore micro skirts.
Well,
long legs of which, yes.
I asked Soderbergh, when we were doing the press junket, I said, because people kept asking me, has she seen the movie, which I didn't know the answer to. So I passed Soderbergh in the hallway and I said, has she seen this movie? And he said, yeah. And I said, well, what did she think? Because people keep asking me. And he said, she loved it. Her only complaint was that your skirts were too long. And, you know, and they're not very long. Yeah.
Plus, it also seemed, everything seemed to be There was cleavage. There was
lots of cleavage.
lots of cleavage.
Yeah, cleavage for days.
Cleavage for days. We were just talking about Finney while we were watching that, and how when you work with someone who's got such a reputation, I said to you while we were watching it, do you want to go back and watch the old movies? And you said that, but also you found out that this guy is even more in person. And then you said he sent you a note that...
He just, when we finished this movie, which was really a sad day for all of us, it was kind of startlingly...
breaking up a family.
It was really, really hard on everybody. And Finney had come up to me on that last day and grabbed me and gave me one of those big, hard hugs where you feel like a person's going to break your bones, you know, and just like kind of was saying in my ear with that great raspy voice, and he was like, you know, it's been great, and just really effusive and really dear in what he was saying to me. And then a few weeks later, I received a note from him in the mail, and I'll never forget it, and I hope he doesn't mind me sharing it, but it was just the dearest thing. He wrote me this note, and at the end he said, there was one line from the movie that was excluded, but I always wanted to say it, so I'll say it now. You are my sovereign queen.
Wow.
From Albert Finney.
My sovereign queen.
That's it. I'm done. Right?
You don't need to do anymore.
Oh,
that's
gosh.
great.
Yeah. Look, I'm all like blushy just thinking about it.
You are my sovereign queen. What would you write back and say?
Well, I think I ended up talking to him on the phone. And, but he treats me like a queen. He totally does. When I saw him at the press junket, he brought me Irish soda bread, which is my favorite thing. Yeah. And he brought some for me all the way from Europe. Isn't that sweet?
This film that I have seen and that you made and that Soderbergh directed, is it the movie that you see that everything that you wanted it to be? In other words, you don't have any complaints about the way it turned out at all?
No.
You know, he put the movie together you like, everything worked out.
I had every faith in Soderbergh, and when I saw this movie, I saw it at a, I don't know what you call it, preview screening, right. And it happened to be my boyfriend's birthday. And so I said, I hate to impede on your birthday celebration, but will you fly with me to this town so we can go see Erin Brockovich, because we were both equally excited to see it. And so off we went to see it, and when it was over, first of all, it's kind of bizarre because there's so much of me in it that I feel almost a little overwhelmed by just my own self. But the movie was over, and Benjamin Soderbergh and I were out in the parking lot, and we were just vibrating with excitement. It wasn't even like I could really say to Stephen, you did a great job, or this I really like, or this was really good. It was just an overall sense of, I was just really vibrating with excitement that everyone all the actors in this movie are so good. I just was like, I was levitating in the parking lot, you know? And it's so nice to be able to feel just openly and without shame, pride in something that you've participated in.
The best thing you think you've ever done?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But also the most I've ever been offered to do. So it's not that, you know, I was slinging crap before, but this is the most complex person and scenario upon scenario upon scenario. And also Stephen really demands excellence. He wants what he wants. And what was lovely about our working relationship is we fell in sync so quickly that it just was there between us all the time. What he wanted and what I had to offer was just really in sync.